Folks, are you receiving my transmission? Let's do it like this. Folks, thank you for joining me this evening. A little impromptu live stream. In the wake of Revelation News, Revelation Hicks, whatever the case may be, his latest history revision, I've been asked to host a open stream for those who want to come in and go through this with a fine-tooth comb and address the lies of Revelation News. We got Jello backstage. I'm going to bring him up in a sec. I'm going to try to put out the link again. I'm not sure. I thought I pinned it. Let me know if that's pinned at the top already. If not, I'll have to go over and do that. But if you'd like to join, come on in. I'll bring everybody up in a moment. First, folks, a word from our sponsors.
We'll be right back after these messages.
No, folks, we got a tobacco situation, the finest quality in all of Eastern Pennsylvania. Sprinkle that tobacco, click it up, and then you've got yourself a Red Rollies.
It's a Red Roller right there. It's a perfect cigarette.
Let's check out some individual reviews. Don't forget to drink plenty of water.
Get behind me, Satan.
Res Rollies.
No!
All right, folks. We got to pay the bills. We got to pay the bills. So bring Jello up here. Mr. Schatz, how are you doing this evening?
Good morning, sir. How are you?
Oh, not too bad, not too bad. So we're going to do a little run through of this video. I know that you had requested you wanted to come up and have a few things to say about it.
Yeah, Rev doesn't, I guess Rev doesn't remember that some of us were here for that. The whole fiasco he explained, and some of us have memories.
Well, I think he probably knows better. He just doesn't care. I would assume. But we can go through it. Hello, Mud Broker. Thank you for joining us.
Well, hello.
What's up, Mud?
No, not much. I haven't seen any of this, so
Oh, you're
this
in for a
ought,
treat.
this ought to be interesting.
So this was during the kind of in between the Shanny showing up on Truthfully Trisha's panel and everybody swarming Truthfully Trisha to tell her how bad Shanny was. And Rev felt compelled to come out with a video and set the record straight on the whole Rev and Shanny situation. We got someone else. We got Blue wants to come in. Hello, Blue. How you doing?
Doing great. Thank you, Secular.
Morning, Blue.
All right, so we'll play a little bit of this. We'll, I think it takes a minute here to get going. We'll just start playing it. We'll see where it goes. Revelation News. Setting the record straight, folks. Setting things straight. Takes Rev a minute.
I'm taking a hit of weed for every time Rev lies.
Okay.
You're going to be fucked up.
What?
You're going to get really
What?
fucked
What?
up. You're going
What
to
you say? I'm sorry.
be
Hold
rough.
on.
I can't talk to no one if I'm muted. I was muted out because I was recording. I was doing a desktop recording of evidence, which I now have a file of forever on my hard drive of evidence. Real evidence admissible in court of harassment. And it was given to me on a platter by the biggest offender. So I want to say
Guess
cheers to the offender. You helped my case.
No, he's right. Drag's kind of fat.
And you helped my wife's case. So thank you. So it's time for me, as the person that was most intimately involved with the situation that was talked about with 150 some to 160 people in Truthfully Trisha's room, which you hear in the background. She's off air now, but I still have to hear it. So we're gonna get down to what was talked about in the most fundamental of ways, and I still have to hear this in the background. You know, it's not.
He's gonna lose it. I love that in a minute he yells at Shanny while making a video trying to defend Shanny. This is great.
Got a Hicks situation. When you get in situations like this, you have to be like Hicks, you know.
Yeah, Shanny doesn't pick up on the subtle hints.
The trolls. That's why I was going to do this even off a live stream so that there's no comments, and I just get it out, the truth about what happened, and then it's over. So I'm just going to.
Yes, Rev, we are going to get out the truth.
Mostly. And I'm going to tell you the truth of what me and Shanny are and how it went down.
Okay, that's a lie. He's not going to do that. Go ahead and smoke, Blue.
So it started with me and Shanny. Shanny, I seen her comments on my videos back in the day. And she was always supportive, really awesome Christian. And she always had good stuff to offer in a comment if she left one. So I knew Shanny as a good Christian. She's waiting for Jesus. That's how I knew her in the very beginning, like 2012, right? We met like 2012. Like I was aware of you in like 2012. Would you say that's accurate? I still have to hear that.
Sorry.
It's insane.
Sorry. I'm
I
sorry.
love it.
Yeah, you hear this too. It's really annoying. Like it's really annoying. I listened to this for I don't know how long.
Sorry.
And like I wanted to be the actual person that lived this. I want to tell you the truth of the whole story. So 2012 is when I first met Shani, and I just knew her as a good Christian sister that would comment on my stuff from time to time. And then come around 2014, she called me on the phone one time because we would touch base from time to time, Shani and I, because we were buddies on the internet, and it's cool to have an internet buddy.
He means phone sex.
But she called me on the phone and she said that Rand Campbell wanted to talk to me. Because there was this new thing, Google Hangouts, and I never heard of it. I never heard of it. But it was called Google Hangouts. And I guess Shani got involved with Google Hangouts by Brett Keane. Okay. So I said, sure, let's do it. So I went into this room the first time, and there was a controversy going on with Rand Campbell and Tim from the Bible Thumping Wingnut. They had a feud going on at the time, and people accusing people not of being non-Christians, and we get those drama type things that happen. You know what I mean? These things happen, and from off the bat, I was like, wow, this is really weird to me. Like I'd never been a part of something like this. But I got wrapped up in that, and I was going in Nadia Chambers' room all the time because that's where the debates happened. It was Nadia's room. And I got wrapped up in that for years. But flash forward to around 2018, right? Shani had asked the males of the community, the Christians, that if something happened with her and her husband, that somebody be a man and stand up and say, I'll be your Prince Valiant, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. You know, the guy to stand up to say, yes, I'll be there for you as a male. There was a call to the Christians. Thank you for the viewership, and thank you if you could give me thumbs up. I love you. All the new subs. I seen you. Lots of new subs. I hope it's new people or people from Trisha. That would be cool, because Trisha's audience seems cool. Just get me in the algorithm. Give me thumbs up, and I appreciate it. So we're in 2018 now, and I left the Hangouts pretty much around 2016, so around that time. Because they were shutting it down anyway. There was identity theft, and people's credit cards were getting stolen, and all this crazy stuff was going on G+. So that got shut down, actually. And flash forward, and I'm hearing this, like Shani, you know, I'm hearing things about Shani. The last Hangouts is where I heard it. Did you hear what happened with Shani and Chris? And I was like, not the last I had heard from them was Shani was in need of an electric bill, you know, and that happens when you're backed up against the wall with bills. This is fucking on fire. I hate ashtrays. You know, I might quit just because of ashtrays. They're such pains in the ass. I hate it. It's like a Tinder box. It's just not, it's still not out. It's like, wow.
You got to empty those things once in a while. I mean, just, you know, put them out in the garbage.
Every 2 weeks or so is usually enough.
Anyway.
Sure, if you like a butt flower.
So that was the last in Hangouts. I remember towards the end of the Hangouts, I was still hanging on to it a bit. And I heard in one of the rooms, oh my God, did you hear what happened with Shani and Chris? But there was this promise that was made. And I took it seriously. I took it seriously enough to take a picture of I had like this black wedding band type ring with the I think it was Isaiah 53:5 on it. It was a ring, a black ring. Or no, it just had crosses on it. That's right. It just had crosses on it. And I showed it I took a picture of it and I sent it to Shani and I said, I'm there for you. So I took that call. It was a call. And there were a couple other guys, I think, that took that call too, G-Man and J-Dubs.
Is he still talking about phone sex?
And we all said, we will be there for you if something bad happened. And something bad did happen. What turned out to have happened was that Chris had cheated on Shani and just did it. He just did it. And that this is the best version that I can give you, because Christopher and I have not talked directly. He's done an interview since the events, apparently on the Geek Room, but I do not associate with those people, and I want to have nothing to do with Frank Wolf and the Geek Room. This is a contract type statement that I want nothing to do with them. They continue to harass me and besmirch my name and my family's name, namely my wife. They continue to engage in that illegal harassing behavior, but I want nothing to do with them.
That's about 2 hits right there.
That's a statement to the public.
I'm actually having a hard time counting at this point,
because it's a statement of harassment. That goes for also the individual that's known as Dragnot the Bully. That's his latest name, I guess. Dragnot the Bully. This goes for you too, sir, that I do want nothing to do with you.
It's
and you
pronounced
have no right
bully.
to my content. You have zero right to stream videos that I have made on YouTube on your channel. You have zero rights. You are doing it in violation, and I am
two. Damn, I'm behind now.
Publicly, that you have no right to use my content. I want nothing to do with you, sir. Dragnot the Bully, also known as Dragnot Silvis.
It's pronounced
I want
bully.
nothing to do with you. Thank you. That's set aside. That's an official open statement for legal use. Okay? Back to the story. We're talking about me and Shani, okay? So Christopher decided to cheat, and he just flaunted it to Shani. He just came home one day and said, yeah, I did this. And it just like it shattered her mind.
I wonder if that's true.
You can imagine a beautiful piece of China shattering, her mind shattered. And events happened.
She beat up his brother.
I don't want to violate Shani's trust. So I'm not going to talk about the specifics of the events that transpired after Chris said, yeah, I cheated. I'm not going to go into that because that's her
She
private.
committed assault on her brother-in-law.
Not something that even I, as her man right now, that's not something, that's trust that I would not violate to speak on those events without her mainly drawing what happened, because it's her story, okay?
Which she lies
But
about.
events transpired and a divorce followed. Christopher and Shani.
He skipped all that cyber sex they were doing.
Okay, it was pretty quick as far as I know in terms of time. I would like to get times accurate, but it's
all right. Jello shots. I know you're dying. Just fill them in on the details.
Well, he's kind of skipping all the cyber sex they were doing in the meantime, which they both made videos admitting to. Like he tells everybody that he doesn't like people archiving his videos. The reason is because he wants to go back later and lie about what happened when everybody, not everybody here, but how many people in chat sat there and watched all this shit unfold? I bet a lot of people besides me know that all this is shit.
Yep, definitely. We got someone else wanting to join. I'm sorry, Wilson. Welcome, Wilson.
What up, Wilson?
Jello, you're alive. Thank God.
Barely. COVID AIDS got me good.
Mm.
I had to cover the fucking salt about my goddamn self.
All right.
It's kind of foggy, folks. It is kind of foggy. I think a lot of this happened 2017, actually. Okay. And it was leading into 2018. I think. Okay. Because I at the time I was, let's say, partaking in Grandpa's old cough medicine a lot. I was drinking a lot at the time. Okay. And I'll admit that. You're not going to get anything like I am telling you the absolute truth. And I want you to have all the details of how it was at the time and where my mind was at and the events. Okay. But not getting too personal with Shani's personal life because that's her. Okay. I'm telling you my perspective, and that's why I'm doing this. And this will be public. Come to my channel to see it, please. Don't go to archive channels to see my content, because everybody that's mirroring my stuff is in violation of my copyright on YouTube, because no one has
Copyrighted
any
if your
right
channel gets deleted.
other than Shani for Christ, aka Shani, the cult of Shani, LOL. Okay, she's the only one that has any right to use anything of mine. And I would say G-Man too, of course. Whatever he would want to use is all his. Okay.
Like Shani.
Yeah,
Aside from those two
including Shani.
individuals on the planet, no one has any
And his
right
parents'
to use
house.
my content. No one. You're all in violation of my copyright as a creator.
So was this the first
Moving on
truthfully
from that,
Trisha retcon, or was this the
back
second?
to the story. We're talking about me and Shani.
This is the one from just like 2 days ago.
So the second one, the one after Drag was on her channel.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because I know that the first stream that she did with Shani, that story already got changed because according to fucking Slinky Neck here, the reason that the house was in the state of disrepair it was in was because of the fucking kids. They weren't pulling their fucking weight. They weren't cleaning out the cat box every fucking day like he told them to.
Right. Well, I think he gets into that a little bit later here.
They divorced. Okay. There was a time period there where me and Shani were basically on the phone 14 hours a day together because I took that commitment. Okay. And I took it seriously enough to take that picture of that ring. And it was like God putting a seal on it that, yeah, you did it. Okay. And it happened. Now there are allegations out there that Shani cheated. And the facts are that is 1,000 billion% false.
Having bad skills at math doesn't make a lie the truth.
Right up to the point where Chris did this. And Chris would tell you the same thing because he did to the Geek Room. He said that she was a good wife. So for questions as to why this happened with Chris, need to go to him because Shani did nothing. She was being a wife, working her butt off when she was ill herself and further damaging her body for her family.
She's still got some butt left.
Okay.
Yeah. So for those who don't remember the one like really like even for Shani ugly cry when she had that when she moved back in with Betty. Yeah, she admitted that. Yeah, me and Jason, we had phone sex with each other long before the divorce.
Yep, they both admitted it.
She can do it, you know. Lifted a Durango full of stuff with people in it off train tracks to protect them. That's Shani. She's amazing. Okay,
That's not what happened. It slid on loose gravel.
you know.
Right?
No, she picked it up over her head.
It's about Shani. If you knew the real her, you'd be like, wow, that's amazing. Yeah, she's
strong when she's triggered.
And she's extremely talented with tons of talents. Unbelievable. I might be getting a
She's
little
talented.
bit
Okay, my weed's gone now.
We'll work through it.
Yeah, no shit. I'm like, do you have enough weed? Are you gonna puke?
I know
What's
some
going
people,
on?
you know what I mean? So
I was in Blue's house earlier today. I stole all of his.
What day is it?
Rat
Wait a minute.
bastard.
Chris was
October?
and her world was like just shattered into pieces. Because when you put all of your energy and love and everything, you're my everything aside from Jesus. You're everything to me on the planet, which Chris was to her.
God, and he wonders why people hate
Explode
him.
it, and it's gone out of your life. Because that's what happened with Chris.
This is not a good angle for him.
Things
Because,
happen.
like, with his whole, like, arm waving,
And-
he's looking a
and-
lot like
and-
Cyrax.
Shanny was in a certain place, sequestered, you know, and it was, he took everything and poof, out of her life, taking everything, bleached her clothes even, Shanny, right? He like bleached her clothes, just horrible. And just poof, out of her life. And
I'll
that's
bet you Shanny's the one that did the bleaching of the clothes. I'll
Like,
bet you bleaching of the
shattered glass
happened,
into
but it was
dust.
the other way around. And that's just an assumption. I don't know.
So we spent time on the phone for a while, really deeply getting to know each other.
Yeah, jerking each other off on the phone. That's a lot of fun.
And praise God, you know, we just bonded closer and closer. And Shanny had a few places.
I would just like to point out that we should not bring up the topic of bleach because the motherfucker is on the fucking panel right now. Let's not get him started.
They treated her like she was Joseph when she came, with such respect and love. And oh my God, this is wonderful.
Who
to
is?
have a daughter, right? I could do this. Give me 1 second.
A certain someone who constantly tells people to quaff bleach.
We're gonna unlock it. And we're
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
go like this.
Oh.
We're gonna go
How you doing, Blue?
like that.
Sounds like something I would say. I don't know.
Right?
I'm pretty high.
The chat. You don't need a double up of chat, so we'll do that, and you can see me big now. Okay. That's what we're doing here. So anyway, back to the story.
First time Rev's ever been
Her
big.
mother treated her with just the utmost respect.
Okay, big being a,
You
I don't
imagine
know, big?
home
Really?
like it was this big homecoming, and she gave her this gift of the Marla Singer jacket from Fight Club. It looked beautiful, and I don't know what happened to that. Unfortunately, that was a beautiful jacket, but Betty got that for her as a gift. And it looked like something could mend, like she could talk to her parents and they'd love each other.
No, she couldn't.
But it was a charade. It was a weird thing, and it was just to get Shanny.
I don't recall like a.
And then it's ripped apart.
Yeah, I don't recall like the Margaret Singer jacket. I remember the wedding gown that she bought from a mortician.
Wedding gown for a mortician? What?
From a mortician.
Oh,
Yeah,
from a
that-
mortician.
Yeah.
that's-
When Helena Bonham Carter was so fucking doped up, she's like, "Yeah, I bought this from a mortician."
Okay.
I mean, I've heard about people going through a dumpster looking for flowers at a mortuary, but buying a wedding dress from, I don't know, that's...
Kind of ghoulish.
Yeah, I mean...
Only used once.
And
The separation from
I'm not even gonna.
Margaret Singer and Shanny is Rev would never be able to keep Shanny awake all night when she ODs.
Betty waterboarded Shanny with beer.
Put a lot of this on her father, because I think in a lot of ways what Shanny's father was going through was, look, this is my wife and I'm a Catholic man, and a Catholic man has to stand up for his wife. Yeah.
And being the key word, Rev, something you're not.
Your daughter. So what do you do with that? Well, you got to call out the behavior as you see it. Still, you have to be like a good judge, like God, because that's what the male in a godly marriage is all about, Joe. I'll talk to you from beyond the grave. A good marriage is having the good judgment to say, okay, if my daughter...
Jesus, dickhead just doesn't stop,
say,
man.
daughter, you're wrong. Or if your mother,
I will say this much: I do have it on fairly good authority,
say
and
wife,
since I know that he is not watching this stream,
same thing.
I do have a source that does tie Jason here to the Frost family. That Rev might have gotten some of Vaughn's mom's inheritance, but not Vaughn.
Huh.
I can't state publicly who those sources are, and I don't think it really matters because I know that Vaughn is not currently watching this. But yeah, Vaughn might have gotten, Jason might have gotten that. What's the number up to now? Like $45 million.
Oh yeah, jeez.
30 million.
Yeah.
30 million. I'm sorry.
Them $1,000 bills are worth 40 grand a piece.
Oh yeah,
especially the ones that were printed in 1908.
Mason jars, man. That's something.
No, they were minted in 1907.
Right, but Mud, you're into mason jars and shit like that. I mean, what kind of jar would you have recommended for your $1,000 bills? You know.
Well, you want something that seals up real good, so you want to go new, actually, because you can get a nice, tight, airtight seal on the new ones.
Absolutely.
Vintage is nice. I do like it, but go with new jars for your $1,000 bills.
That's exactly right.
That's what you're supposed to be as the godly, Jesus-like figure in your marriage. Is the final authority. Yeah, it's kind of like that. The male is.
But your wife bullies you. Like, how can you even say this crap,
She cucks him, man.
She totally cucks him.
It is masculine. It's the father. Okay, so that's why it's structured that way in the marriage.
Has anybody ever said that Rev was masculine in any way, shape, or form?
No.
So anyway, I don't know why I went on that marriage teaching, but that's what that is, a Christian marriage teaching. It's an equal relationship, same power of male and female, but the guy has to be the actual final, okay, I seal it and say yes.
Is he talking about marriage counseling? Because I'm pretty sure they both had to go through that.
To always be giving total authority to the female as well, which forces you to look at the facts and then judge righteously, which is exactly what God is. He's the ultimate judge.
Judge not.
So it's complete. Just so you guys are following, it's completely equal. But the man is the final say that puts the seal on it. But then he has to share the final ultimate decision. Go back over to the wife. So I'm so confused who actually makes the ultimate decision. I guess God. He is the one in the end. So
well, Shani. The answer is Shani. The one that makes the decision.
Always Shani.
Perfect judge, because he knows all variables.
That's if I had the option of either just going along with Shani or catching a fucking beating from that fucking wildebeest, yeah, I'm just going to go along with Shani.
Because of the reasons of why these events took place with Chris and Shannon's relationship, they happened. But I can tell you for a fact, as being the only other guy that you talked to, aside from two other guys, I pretty much know there was no communication.
Wait, she was cybering with more than Rev? Wow.
Yeah. She wasn't sexting with anybody else but Rev, except for those two other guys that she'll admit to.
Yeah, she was talking to a G-man, and she was whispering in positively Godless's ear.
What about that Native American that had the?
Chief Pringle Can.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chief Pringle Can. I think.
Yes.
I think that was way before she was on YouTube.
Yeah, and then she's also had a lot of the blacks. Remember?
Well, we're restricting this to a certain time frame here, guys. We're not running through.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not going through her whole. Look, everyone's got a sexual sordid history. That doesn't matter to me. What matters to me is specifically what he's fucking lying about here.
So basically, they were cybersexing, and it was probably with at least two other people. So that's where we're up to here. Folks.
Yeah, she was trying to sink her fangs into a couple other people. She didn't know. She didn't know if she was going to wind up with Rev or not. She liked Rev because of his money. She liked Gary because, I mean, let's face it, he's got to be better endowed than Rev. Whatever. It's all
at this point right now. I think it's a fucking coin flip, but she was definitely trying to sink her teeth into fucking PG because they both lived in the same state at the time.
Well, remember, she claimed that G-Man could have had that pussy. He could have been sucking her tits and eating her pussy but he chose
And
YouTube.
I just want to point out too, J-Dubs apparently was one of them as well, because that's where we started off. That was one of them that she was talking to.
She used to like J-Dubs? Ooh.
Well, he just
hot,
said that.
Man.
Yeah, that
that's
was one
hot.
That's
Oh, that would have been a fun match. J-Dubs and Shanny.
That would have been a power couple, you know what I'm
Boy,
saying?
Faye, I tell you, this girl, her pussy smells like a clam farm.
That I started talking to Shanny as a girlfriend type thing on the
While
phone.
she was married.
After
oh my God, what's
her
Jesus
divorce
going to
from
say?
Christopher. Period.
There's another
Shanny
lie.
Never cheated.
That's a lie.
That's a lie, Rev. Come on
Shanny
now.
never cheated. Ever.
That's a lie.
And I think Christopher would even back that up.
I don't think he would.
I found some more weed. That's another hit.
You're gonna need it.
Probably in his email to Chafee the Odd email, Gmail, right? Saying, "Oh, Shanny's doing this with Rev, and making all this shit up out of thin air."
Shanny said it.
That wasn't even the case. I hadn't heard from her in, I don't know, 6 months. And then I picked up the phone one day and she said, "Oh my God, Jason, is it possible? Could you help out with the electric bill?" And I said, "Absolutely. No problem. Here's my credit card information. And I'll help you." That's it.
And then her brother-in-law overheard Shanny tell you, "I love you, baby.
Okay, I got
you
funds.
mean so much to me.
I can help you." That was it.
And then her brother her brother-in-law confronted her about it, and that's when she beat the shit out of him.
Jason. Thanks. I appreciate it. You know,
That's
I don't
when
know.
Shanny came in with the hatchet.
Being fed bullshit. I'm telling you, Christopher, I hadn't even talked to your girl in a better part of a year, and she called me up about an electric bill. That's the truth.
Does he think Chris is watching him?
That is, if these trolls sending you emails was what broke you guys up, I really feel bad. Because that is based on lies. And by all accounts, if it wasn't for them, you'd still be with her because she loves your ass. You get it? Whatever. Okay.
I love the fact that during this entire spiel, he's looking off camera because he's watching Shanny's either nods or fucking head shakes.
He doesn't want to get smacked around again. Jeez, he's
exactly.
Not stupid.
I completely disagree. I think Shanny's actually holding up cue cards. I think she's writing on big cardboard what she wants him to say and just holding it up. That's why he's. It's like some old stand-up comic or something.
I care about any of this shit. Okay, I'm just giving this story because I want the truth. If you want to know the truth about the Shanny and Rev controversy and the what happened step by step, come to this video. This is the video you want to view. You don't want to view some bully channel, okay? Bully.
Thank you for pronouncing it correctly.
Bully.
You just violated your contract, video, Rev.
Anyway, sorry I busted him on that. He'll know what that means. Don't go to his channel to see this. Come to my channel to see it, please.
Wow.
Thumbs it up.
Man, Dragnot's gonna lose a lot of subscribers now.
I'm giving you the real shit.
Wow.
Okay, everything. The real shit.
Yeah, we're giving the
Moving
real
on.
shit. Hey, can we get some thumbs up on this video, please? Thank you.
Absolutely. Great beverage. And in a world of inflation, folks, when you can get 2 energy drinks for $3.33, you're doing something good there. So,
or you could just make coffee.
Anyway.
Wow, 2 energy drinks for $3.33. You can do it great. Wow, that's.
I don't know.
Man, that's awesome.
I'm not entirely sure why he needs 2 energy drinks because he's fucking unemployed.
Well, they're 2 for $3.33. It's a bargain.
Yeah, you can't not pass it. See, he's saving money. You guys are saying they're wasting money. He's out there saving money.
Yeah, he got it on sale, 2 for $3.33. I mean, how's he wasting money? I mean, damn. I mean,
you're not going to beat that. You can't beat that.
Shanny doesn't know either what happened with Chris, but that's how it. That's just how it happened. And we never spoke in a romantic way
Bullshit.
until
Bullshit.
after the divorce. Period. Anybody
There's
that's
another
telling
lie.
me differently
Took
is
up.
just painting a narrative because they want either me or Shanny to look a certain way.
You ever see that
That's
video where Shanny's saying,
I'm
"Oh,
giving
you're
you-
my you're a rock and roller for Jesus,
So-
man."
Then 2018
I'm your
came
best Shiva.
along,
You're my what, David or
March 7th
Daniel? I don't
was our
fucking know.
anniversary because we were married
David.
under God when she showed up at my door. That was it. We got married under God.
On the front
March
porch,
7th,
folks.
2018.
Yeah.
That's when
Looks
we
like Vaughn.
In the same house that you're currently residing in.
As pointed out in the chat, folks, he bought 2 energy drinks for $333. 2 times 333 is 666. Oh my God, Shanny.
Ooh, man.
Oh my God, that's demonic, folks.
Rev just exposed himself, man.
Mm.
I mean, in a biblical way, of course.
He only bought 2. He did not buy 4.
Let's keep rolling. We got to get to the vinaigrette.
Oh yes, yes. Thank you very much, Peebo.
got married. Me and Shannon. We're married. Done deal. Now,
who's writing
I
the
wanna
cue
talk
cards? Not
about
Shanny.
The apartment in Colorado.
The 15-year-old.
Number one, Shannon nor myself ever gave our address out publicly. Did you hear
That's
that?
just not
debatable.
true.
Shannon?
That's debatable.
Well, I mean, I do remember them at least showing the address on the pink eviction slip and stuff when they were ranting and showing paperwork to the camera that had their address on it. I remember that time.
Holding that shit right up to the camera.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways.
Nor myself had ever given our address at the place, the apartment place, the townhouse place in Colorado that we were living at the time. We had never publicly disclosed our address. That's
Doesn't matter how many
very
times he
important
repeats
piece
it,
of
it's just not
information
true.
that you need to know.
Well, he likes
So
to go
how
on
did
about
they know?
Goebbels, you know, and
Where
what
did they-
Goebbels said.
How did they know where to go when I said,
Goebbels.
"Oh, go get you some stuff," because we couldn't take everything.
Goebbels,
And there's some very
Goebbels.
valuable items in there that somebody could be blessed with. That's what I said.
Well, the shit
Well,
ninjas were blessed when they went in there. I mean,
Well, just not to be nitpicky, we could say that's not exactly what he said, but the point is, he's actually admitting in this video that he did tell people the door's open, go on in. So this
But
whole,
he's also going to lie and say that they didn't.
right. But I just want to point out that he's just, even
Well,
though he's embellishing on what he actually said, that's an admission right there. Anyways, go
Now,
ahead.
I know he's not facing the camera, but is anyone here unaware that he is going for the most smug look that he can?
Yeah.
Who wouldn't like to rip that look right off of his face with their bare fucking hands? Who wouldn't? Who wouldn't? Tell me you don't want to do that, and I'll call you.
Jello, settle down, buddy. Jello, settle down.
I'm sorry, I got a little bit excited.
Yeah, I mean, I'll send more nude pics to you if that'll
Thank
help.
God.
Yeah.
I forgive you. We all do.
How did they know the address to go to?
Because she held up the
Publicly. We've been doxxed 15 times Sunday by people that get background checks every month.
Yeah, you and Shanny tried to do a background check on
You see
Drag.
what we're
That's
dealing
how
with
he
here,
got
folks?
anyway.
This is stalking harassment, but they pay monthly fees to get access to your information like a private
Oh,
investigator.
they didn't try. Like, they actually did it.
Information to affect
And then
your
they just
life.
gave that information
This
to
is
G-Man
evidence
because that's a smart thing to
that
do.
we're talking
Well,
about
it is
stalking
when you
court.
know that you have somebody that's more retarded than you and will
Okay.
dox people for
You're just getting
just
legal
not
now.
knowing any better.
I could do the legalese. I could be my own attorney mostly. The problem with being
Just
your own
like
attorney
Vaughn.
is you have to be trained in the way that they write documents so that you have to write the same documents that your lawyer is getting paid to write for you as your attorney. That's what you're paying all that money for. A $7,000 retainer. That's what you're paying for, right? So we're moving on. Shanny and I got married
No, you didn't.
in the great state of
That's a lie.
Pennsylvania.
That's a hit.
It didn't happen.
Documents are you want to have your government certificate, which we're doing as soon as possible.
Yeah, they said
right
that
there.
3
He's
years.
right
yeah,
now admitting to the fact that they're not married.
Egroffs, you know.
Right there, yes, right there.
We're married.
Says
You're not married.
I'm not a paramour. Like, I'm still labeled in documents as a paramour, and that bothers me because every single time I'm addressed, it's you. I'm Shanny's husband. Yeah, that's correct. I'm Shanny's husband. I'm not a paramour. But
No, you're not.
even in documents they call me that because they have to, because we don't have a paper, okay, from the fucking government. Anyway,
That means you're not married, Rev.
the apartment. We never gave the address. That's the key part that you need to know.
They did give the address.
But I knew trolls certainly knew already. So I said, even if you're, whatever, just go get you some stuff. Because there's really nice stuff. And you can't believe the collection.
Quasi stole their
I
rings.
think they did. And God
for
forced me
really
to test my
shitty
enemies
coke,
again.
man.
It's amazing.
They did leave
That's a
some
God thing when he
expensive
does
stuff
that.
there.
He's like, you got to bless your enemy too, Jason. Here's your life lesson.
So now wait a minute. He's saying that it's a good thing that he told people that they could go in his apartment, even though he's. Is he trying to confuse me, or does he not even know what the fuck he's saying?
Look,
God bless the enemies.
The latter.
The only good thing Rev has ever done is actually not legally marry Shanny.
I know we can just get in the Durango and drive at any point. I don't get it.
Forgive me this for back in the day when common law used to be legal, before insurance companies wiped that away. Would they qualify as common law marriage now? I don't think there's been enough time.
In Colorado, yeah, they were recognized as a common law marriage.
However, there's still paperwork that they were supposed to file or something that they never did. It's what I heard,
Got it.
I don't know.
Yeah, I thought the story was they were technically not filing as common law because Shanny was getting some kind of health benefits for the kids.
Right.
And she was losing. So
exactly.
So not even by those standards, they were accepting that they were married. So
very much. Okay.
Well, Donnie Hart's is beginning to think that Rev's lying now, so that's always a good thing.
Like 300.
That's us, folks. We're winning hearts and winning minds right here.
Inflation.
Because of inflation.
Says a man that knows less about the value of a dollar than I do, and that sucks.
Okay, here's what happened. So we came up on the time. It's like we got a red thing on the door. It's like you got to get out. That's it.
Yeah, because you did not pay your rent for 6 months.
I had 3 days to get stuff together and get as much stuff in the Durango as possible.
After you had been told 3 months before that if you didn't get your rent paid, you were going to get evicted.
That was the what? The green notice? That was the green notice.
Why doesn't he look at the camera?
So that
I believe it was the pink notice.
From
when
the pink notice was the one to get out.
No, when I say the pink notice,
was the last one.
I'm talking about the one that Shanny showed up when she was in the middle of playing like Animal Crossing. That happened a solid 3 months before, the actual like get the fuck out of here. We're done with you because you won't talk to us. Notice.
Yeah, they were served one. They knew it was coming.
Yeah,
the week before, I remember them streaming. Before the freak out, they were already talking on a live stream about what they were going to do, about when they had to get out.
Mm-hmm.
So they already knew, and then all of a sudden she got the eviction notice, and she just made a stream losing her fucking mind like it was the first time she ever saw it.
They gave us no heads up.
They didn't take it to court.
Thanks, Obama.
Thanks, Biden.
Wanted to take, and it was all crazy for 3 days. Okay. Me as a main witness, being one of the tenants, the main tenant on the paperwork, it was me, Jason Egroff. Okay,
The only tenant on the paperwork. Keep that in mind, Rev.
I'm telling you that we left that apartment clean.
Oh shit.
There's look, everybody drinks.
Wow.
That's
toilet
everybody drinks
had
for
been
that one.
scrubbed. What?
Wow.
I did it like 3 days prior. I had done a scrub job on the toilet.
Then somebody
Wow.
really needs to go to the hospital because somebody shit all over it.
Is
You know what I
literally
mean?
It's balsamic vinegar.
My wife had stored. They took it and dumped it all over the seat to make it look like diarrhea, and poured it in the bowl to make it look like diarrhea.
Okay, can you pause it for
That
just a minute?
dragnaut, man. I swear.
Can you go back, please? I really want to hear the balsamic initially, please.
Okay, wait, yeah, play the balsamic vinegar thing and then pause it so I can. I really got to explain something here.
So I was packing, cleaning, and the boys were cleaning and packing what they wanted to take, and it was all crazy for 3 days. Okay. Me as a main witness, being one of the tenants, the main tenant on the paperwork, it was me, Jason Egroff. Okay, me. I am telling you that we left that apartment clean. Clean. The toilet had been scrubbed. What? I did it like 3 days prior.
Wow.
I had done a scrub job on the toilet.
Then he never learned how to clean a toilet.
Pictures that these people post is literally balsamic vinegar that my wife had stored. They took it and dumped it all over the seat to make it look like diarrhea, and poured it in the bowl to make it look like diarrhea shit.
Balsamic vinegar?
All right, so here's the thing.
Really?
You can go back and watch the video and look really closely. You'll see the seat is up and there is brown stuff all over it. But if you pour something like balsamic vinegar, liquid diarrhea, whatever, if you pour something, gravity will run it down, right? The lid to the seat is up. You pour it on the side of the seat and it runs side on the underneath of the seat and it runs down, right? What you saw there was not running down streak marks. They were like it was like flowers, right? Blooming, whatever, blossom. And what that is, it's fucking mold. It's the way mold grows. It grows out. It doesn't grow down and run like, runny things. It's mold that was all over those seats and inside the toilet bowls. And that is how you know that he's lying. It's not what Rev says versus what I say. It's that if he had scrubbed the toilets 3 days ago, mold would not have had time to grow back in. Like
How could what I don't understand is how could the ninjas have fucked up the inside of the refrigerator like they did? What, did they bring in shitty, stale, rotten food? Just to throw in the piss and shit in the fucking, oh god, that kid's bed and that fucking wall.
Grampy, the real question is, like, how did we get a hold of the flies to bring in into the apartment?
Well, Quasi Monkey's a
bathroom
fly salesman, so
this is the kids' bathroom. Oh,
Here
what
we go,
the
folks.
fuck?
Yep.
Yeah, there you go, some balsamic vinegar,
Remember, now he hasn't gotten to it yet, but he's going to tell you that cat that box was clean.
He's already admitted that it was the kids that didn't clean it.
Yeah. And the shit ninjas, like, they turned the litter box upside down. Shook it.
Yeah, hey, Wilson.
That's what happened.
Say Wilson, man. You and Secular, my boy Gatsby Rotten, just really wanted to thank you for all the good work you've done. That's a great guy. One of your very many fans. I just got to send a shout out to him. Thank you. Let's keep going. Rev, start. Okay.
We'll try to get Todd in when we can. He's backstage. But this stuff here, you would literally have to go in with like a hair dryer, right? Because this has been regurgitated and dried to the floor for months.
Yeah, that's many layers.
But I will hop out of here because I am going to head off to bed. So if Todd needs a space, I'm willing to open it up.
He's already in.
No.
But I want to get to the toilet here just because that's what we're talking about. The toilet.
I think that's for the guinea pig. I'm looking forward to balsamic in the toilet.
What the fuck? This is the kids' bathroom?
No, this is the common bathroom.
Yeah, no.
That was their kitchen.
That was their kitchen.
Well, they were cooking in the bathroom. Same, you know.
The kids' bathrooms were much worse, much more moldy.
Yeah, this ain't the master bath.
Ooh.
Yeah, this isn't the really bad toilet, but this is what he's trying. Yeah, like, I mean, come on, folks.
God, what are they doing? Shitting behind the seat too? I mean,
Well, I don't think that's shit. I think it's just fucking water stained.
No, it's just
mold and
yeah, it's mold and maybe some pee if you lift the lid and kind of piss around the rim.
And remind me again, how long were they in this townhouse? 7 months?
4 months. So
Oh, just 3
months. Well, no, maybe
probably
a little more than that.
Yeah, it's
long enough for pigs like them to trash the shit out of it.
Never been
Yeah,
cleaned.
less than a year for sure.
Yeah, I was thinking around 7.
Yeah, we don't need to relive all that, but just a refresher, folks, of what we're talking about here.
See,
enough is enough, Morty.
That my wife.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we were watching somebody different.
The clothes that you see in the corner of the picture, that same picture, no clothes were anywhere around like that. It was contained to one closet, any of the clothes. They took clothes from there and threw it all over the place. What I'm telling you is the individuals involved with who it dragged, that individual said on Truthfully Trish's.
I just want to point out the two most appalling things that I saw in the video were the kids' room, the bathroom, and the fridge, right?
Right.
And in this video, he admits, well, no, we left all the food in the fridge, but it wasn't rotten food, so they came in and swapped with rotten food. But he admits the fridge. He admits later, too, that the kids did leave the cat box, right? So there's 2 of the 3 most appalling things he admits to. I don't hear anybody saying, "Oh my God, you see those clothes left in the corners? That's awful. They should come take their kids." Like, that's not the point, you know.
Which one of the shit ninjas broke the kitchen island that Shani cracked the marble of?
That would have been Quasi Monkey, probably.
Yeah, probably.
It's always Quasi.
Video that she did on Shani. That individual said that there were at least 2 individuals involved with the breaking and entering of our apartment.
The door was unlocked. You told people that they can go in. There's no breaking and entering.
We left the garage door
At
open.
least
Go ahead and walk
2
in. That's not
individuals. That's for the Westminster PD.
They don't care.
If you got only one guy, there's somebody else out there that was involved with that break and entry, Westminster PD. You know who to go for the information. This guy that seems to know so much about us on the internet. Why is it that every single place that my wife goes, you show up there? Is that not proof right there? And I recorded that whole thing, individual.
He showed up in Pennsylvania? I don't think so.
You're on someone else's channel talking about my wife. That's all the proof I need. You gave it to me
of what?
On a platter, and I have it on my hard drive forever.
Yeah, how dare he talk about that?
I've got you on a stream talking about my wife. That's
Rev,
it.
you're so
Checkmate.
fucking retarded.
Checkmate. G-Man's lawyer's coming for him now.
God, Reggie Cochran.
You was talking about my wife behind my back.
Fuck you, Miss Tar. You're getting doxxed. The fucking posse-eating boys are fucking coming from you.
That's a felony, talking to somebody's wife.
And you did it. Thank you. You did it.
You did it.
My message to you is this. You want to know the bottom line of the apartment scandal?
Yes.
These individuals had hours between the time they had seen Shani start her live stream and we're on the road to them ransacking the apartment, staging it, ransacking it, making it look like we lived in absolute chaos.
No,
that
filth.
is not
Filth is a better word.
how the apartment was left.
Liar.
Liar,
The apartment was left with no food anywhere.
Really?
Any spare food was in the fridge, stored neatly and clean.
So we just seen the fridge, folks. It was rotting food. literally ready to regurgitate, like on like the cat box all over the floor. And then remember, leading up to this, they were crying hard times, right? They had no food. There was the EBT. They were doing cooking videos with the bare basics, and you see their fridge is absolutely overrun with rotten food. And we're talking like, there were like, I don't know, drink packs and what's that? Sorry,
somebody just said Rev is live.
Well, we'll play a bit of this. See what happens.
I
We'll
inspected.
snipe that next.
The boys had gotten really serious about it at the last couple days with me because I got them together like soldiers, and I said, "Look, guys, we got to do this."
If he uses the word soldier, that's almost.
And they responded in kind. They started.
We saw you streaming.
He wouldn't know what a soldier. I mean,
it was
fuck
clean,
him.
spotless. The floors were spotless. Nothing.
We saw the
Cat
stairwell.
box had been
what
forgotten
a
about,
lie.
and it needed to be dumped.
So
But
under
it
the
was
radar.
all neat in the box.
Right.
No shit outside the box at all. It was contained in the box.
The carpets were all
This is
shampooed.
my eyes that's seen it.
Walls repainted.
Okay?
You're a known
And I don't
liar,
even
Rev.
think there was that much poop in it, guys.
So now there's one part. Now he's admitted the fridge. They left food in it, but not that food we just saw, not the rotten stuff like overflowing the fridge. And now he's admitting, yeah, okay, so we did leave the cat box full of shit, but I don't think it was that much shit. And obviously they fucking put liquid shit out on the floor with a hairdryer to make it look like it's stuck there for months.
But it was spotless.
Yeah, and they dump vinegar in the toilet.
I know when I clean, I don't empty the cat box.
Because when it was real bad, what is that? My nose would catch it immediately when I come home from going to the dispensary or whatever. I come back, I sniff, I go, yeah, that cat box needs to be done.
Yeah.
Do it.
So he sniffs it to find out if it needs to be cleaned?
He's nose blind to literally
he's
everything.
You look at the cat box and you either know if it needs to be cleaned or not. I mean,
How could you even smell the cat box in that house?
Well, that's the
Considering
thing
what
too.
we saw.
He's probably just he doesn't smell his own stank
an
anymore. He's so
undercurrent.
used to it. But that aside, yeah, you don't go by I can smell shit all through the house. You kind of, you look at the cat.
Yeah, by the
box
time
and,
you
"Oh, it's
smell
been a week."
shit, man, it's probably beyond. Yeah, I mean.
Well, it didn't smell bad to me. I'm used to shit, so that's what he's saying basically.
This entire house reeks of shit. Remember, like 2 weeks after living in his uncle's place, they made that video and Rev just broke out in the middle of the video. This entire house reeks of shit.
Well, he said a couple days. Well, it wasn't even a day in. It was the next day when he talked about. He said to Shani off camera, he's like, "Oh, there's cat piss. You got to clean that up." Yeah. And then the day that they moved in, the uncle pulled him aside and gave him that talking to, and you could hear him in the background of the video telling Shani, "We do have to keep this place better, though, Shani. We got to keep it picked up." Right.
And
so they've admitted this.
I'm sure you mentioned it before, but we have G-Man's testimony when he moved into the Scranton house. We have Shanny's parents' testimony when they lived with them. We know these people live in filth.
So, I mean...
So I don't even think the cat box was that bad. They took the box, threw it, and the shit went all over the place. And then they filmed it. Look at this disgusting shit all over the place.
The box had not been
They
thrown.
did it.
It
was not like that.
You saw the video, folks.
There was no food anywhere. The only thing that was left were binders at the front door of my comics. It was a really nice starting collection, folks. It was nice.
And it was just too big to put in the Durango.
See stuff on eBay. I had started a really nice collection, but they were neatly stacked there. I was supposed to put them in the truck, and all those garbage bags in the front room, which were the NES, SNES. Oh my God, all that beautiful stuff was right there in the front room in garbage bags.
Mm-hmm.
It was all neat piles of stuff in the house. That's all that was left.
That you left for the apartment complex to clean
Stuff
up.
I couldn't pack into the back of the Durango.
And you didn't throw
It was
away.
neat piles of stuff.
Because
so all that stuff that you see with food splashed all over and this filth was done after we left. It was done by them.
Who
And
pissed
then they
all
came on
over
and
the
said,
kid's
"Look at how
bed and
disgusting
smeared dirt
Reverend
all over the walls?
Well, that's the thing. He tries to say it's like they went in with buckets of stuff, but it was dried. Like all this stuff had been there for months. It's not like no one threw the litter box. It wasn't cat shit everywhere. It's like it looked like your cat box literally puked.
It was dry on the floor. Yeah.
It had leaked around the cat box and been there for months. That's what the problem was, right?
Well, cats won't go in a litter box like that.
Right.
They'll go outside, and then they step on it, and they smear it, and it dries.
Either that, or if the cat box is full and it's an indoor cat, the cat will start shitting next to the box.
Right next to the box.
Yep.
Right.
Seen that.
But the thing is, all these things that were shown were not like fresh. It wasn't like fresh urine. It's like old stains, dried carpet, but you can see in the mattresses, and the black stuff on the wall are just like oils and that come off. Like I know every once in a while when I'm cleaning my bedroom, I'll wipe down the backboard or the back of the bed. Like that's just normal cleaning practice because that kind of stuff builds up, right? That was from kids not cleaning. Just just nothing's ever been cleaned for months, right? Is basically what it looks like. Like you can't just go in a night and fake that stuff. Like
that's body dirt on the wall. And then them sheets, those haven't been washed in over a year.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was nasty. And I mean, no, I mean, it's so silly anyways. You'd have to think these people just happened to be living there, standing by, had garbage bags full of cat shit, guinea pig shit, and fucking what was the other one that they smuggled in? The fucking the food, the rotten food. They'd have to have rotten food just on hand to fill the fridge with.
Well, people were storing up their food, their rotten food for that.
Just for
it was
that.
an alert. It was it was all coordinated.
They had unplugged refrigerators sitting out in the sun, getting stuff nice and ready.
Okay.
Yeah.
I heard they had alerts and practice, and they actually had a training site
this
where
way
they were.
by these Satanists.
Training is crucial.
Satanists.
You're right. Offline. I also think it was the frost.
It could have been the frost. Yeah.
30 people up in here.
That Larry Frost is pretty sneaky. You know what I mean?
I love you.
He moves fast when he's triggered.
If you want to know about someone's life,
never mind.
Why would you go to some other individual's channel that doesn't know a thing about us in real life? I saw this guy on Truthfully Trish's channel, and he's still acting like he's intimately involved in Shani's life, and he knows her so well, and he's never talked to her in a panel ever.
I mean, maybe not a panel, but she did send him personal messages.
The only time we were ever involved with this individual is when we were trying to fuck with G-Man.
Well, Rev is being truthful. Drag did decline the opportunity to become more intimate with both of them.
It's true.
By these same people. Creating problems with relationships of real good people in our life. That's what happened. A lot of stupid shit that's not even worth mentioning, but this guy created an entire channel around it. The Summer of G-Man, blah, blah, blah. Insane bullshit. Lies, slander, all of it. Oh my God, that's great. I could do a Hicks up here. Yep. Thank you, honey. I love you.
A Hicks.
Yes, Get Job, you're right. They put everything in their life online, and then when you comment on it, they say, you don't know our lives.
Yeah, they always do that, and like Trisha does that, and everybody does that. But it's like, just as an example, I totally don't give a shit about Rev and Shani, other than just the comedic value that sometimes they hold. And I mean, I know shit about Shani's high school, her brief military service, her relationship with her mother. I know about Rev losing his father when he was a boy, and then the mom and his alcoholism. And his, like, I know like so much about these people simply from what they put online, and I don't even care. You know what I mean? Yeah. Forget about the pearl clutchers. Like, and they're complaining about like, oh, you guys all know our lives and sick in your nose. They all do this. Like Von Helton does this. Everybody does this, right?
Yeah. Hey, Secular, how much you know about my personal life?
I don't fuck a little bit, but not much at
A
all.
little bit. I play the tuba.
Yeah, you play the tuba.
And you can rap better than Gary.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go, ref.
And you have too many bowling shirts.
You have a reservation card.
I do.
Not tonight. Not tonight. I appreciate the attire. I appreciate the attire, sir.
Under my work shirt. It's a work man.
Apparently, Rev is handing out mods to people that definitely aren't trolling. What channel is he on?
Oh, sure. Sure.
It's just Rev.
Oh, my God. Where'd that come from?
Oh, I think I'm going to go check it out.
It's just Rev.
Who the heck? Yeah. Who the fuck is Villa Vendetta?
I don't know her.
I don't know Villa from Adam. You know what I mean?
Started coming in Shanny's
Don't
life.
wanna know Villa.
No. We don't know her at all.
She's this British bird that talks all low.
We're just mad that I blocked them for being smartasses.
Well, I'm trying to figure this shit out. These people come out of the woodwork. Who the fuck is Villa Vendetta? Jesus Christ. Anyway, it's nuts having to deal with people that are saying you know them.
Wow, that neck
You've
thing.
never seen their face before. What?
People nervous laugh when they're lying.
It's just really strange. It's weird, you know? Anyway.
Anywho.
Do the neck thing again?
Whoever said that, you should get a medal.
Do the neck thing
Oh,
again.
you clean floor? I would. The floor is clean here. Ooh. I can't pan the camera good enough for that.
Bullshit. He won't show the floor, folks, because he knows when he looks around. It's folks. He's lying.
Yeah.
Did Rev just wax his eyebrows recently?
Yeah, it looks like maybe he plucked him. Probably Shanny did it while he was sleeping. She's bored.
Yeah, look, a little bit of brow liner.
Prove you're a liar. No, my floor is clean right now.
Show me Santa floor.
The landlord.
Do the neck thing, Rev. Do the neck
Do the neck thing. That's the comment of the year, folks.
To the landlord today.
Here's
you
a
know?
tell.
And
Here's
he
the
was
tell.
saying that you're clean, you did a good job, you're a good tenant, you know. And I appreciate my brother.
Oh, I wonder who he's talking about. My landlord. I actually talked to my landlord
And he
today.
appreciates his brother.
And I appreciate my brother.
I wonder who that could be.
His brother in Christ.
Did it start with a G?
Starts with a G. Huh.
So anyway, the apartment. The last thing I'll say about the apartment is that all of the stuff that you had seen that's bad, that looked disgusting, that is not how we lived every day. Okay?
Just towards the end.
That
It took
was a
long time to get
ransacked
there.
apartment. You saw a ransacked apartment by these people.
Splice this with
Because I
Betty.
did say, if you know where we're at, go get you some stuff, because I couldn't get everything. And there's some really nice stuff there that's worth money. Cha-ching! Get some free shit.
So again, this debunks the break and enter claim,
Yep.
right? Where he again has admitted he left the door open and told people, go on in.
Yeah. Come on, that lie was 5 minutes ago.
Right.
He can't keep them straight.
What did they do? No, they went in there and forced their way in. They had to have, because the back door auto-locked.
You left the garage door open, stupid.
You just had said you told people to go. Then he's like, they must have forced their way in, because I don't know how they would have got in, the front door being open.
Like,
in the
his
garage.
stupid story doesn't make sense as he's telling it.
Well, you remember, their key fobs got stolen, so there's probably 200-300 copies of their door key floating around Boulder.
Right.
It had an auto-lock mechanism that you couldn't get in there. So they either broke the door, or they got the key card because Covell was closed at the time and I left the key card, whatever.
Or
Don't
you
forget-
left the garage door open.
And don't forget the feet of snow.
All those feet of
Had
snow.
to get through those feet
But
of
I could
snow.
go get you some stuff, because there was some stuff in the garage area that they could have. Yeah, I'll get you some. whatever. But instead, to create more insane internet drama, they had hours to ransack the apartment, and there were multiple people involved, according to the individual. That's a crime, guys. That's pretty bad. So Westminster is going to be on that.
Westminster saw them at the place and said,
and
just
you have these
get it
people
writing next
saying
time.
that me and Shanny have
Yeah,
felony,
they left them there.
Yeah,
that we have felony
showed up.
offenses and Colorado's after us. Do you know how quick you would have your local police saying, hey, you got a warrant? Or, hey, this state is after you?
Well, I don't think anybody claimed that there were warrants out for the arrest or the state's after them. He just told what happened, right? But no one claimed that they were actively pursuing them state to state.
Yeah.
Well, even if that was the case, I have personally known people that found out years later after they got pulled over that they had a warrant in another state because they weren't even aware. No, the cops don't just like if there's a manhunt for you, they'll go state, but that's not how anything works, Rev. You're just wrong and ignorant about everything.
We've dealt with law enforcement multiple times and where we're at.
Yes, you
and that never came up because that's not the case. We're not wanted anywhere. Okay.
That's true.
You're making us like
that was fucking good, man.
That's a super chat.
Guy's name, Ethel and Fred and Ethel. We're Fred and Ethel. We're not Bonnie and Clyde. Shanny, am I right?
More like Mr.
Bonnie
and Mrs.
and
Great.
Clyde, YouTube. I've seen that. It's like we have never done a crime.
Oh, I beg to differ.
We've been pushed into weird bullshit.
How many times has Shanny gone to jail just for assault?
2.
But it's always started by internet trolls because you mass call cops and you mass call XYZ. You guys do this.
Because if you mass call
Why
with
do
no
you
cause,
hate
that
me?
works.
Because I love Jesus, and I'm convinced of that. You hate me for his sake. I have given you no reason to hate me. And Shanny has given you no reason to hate her. Except her conversion. You hate us because we love Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
And you're never going to destroy that.
It's so fucking stupid.
But I'm telling you, all this shit that you hear, man, it's total dog shit, perpetuated Nazi propaganda lies.
More like cat shit.
For the sake of making super chats.
Huh?
Because people are literally paid to slander us. That's weird, isn't it? Like, what the fuck? Why am I so important that
Wait, can I get in on that?
People are paying
I would
to
happily
slander me.
slander them. Who's paying?
And
Who's paying?
Goes for Shanny. Same shit.
I'll give you $20 to talk shit on the Rev News.
Are we that fucking dangerous to you?
No, you're low.
Hey, you got to slander us out of any kind of living that we can support our kids with?
Now. Slander by definition must be untrue.
You can't be canceled except by God. We're still breathing. We have to make a living. And who the hell are you to tell me or my wife that we can't make content and make money from our own content and you not stealing revenue?
Money.
To the same individual. You think we don't know that you own that fraudulent Twitter account of Shanny that's pimping the old porn? You don't think we know that that's you? Do you know that's a multi-million-dollar lawsuit right there?
Sexy for Christ.
Because you stole it also from a company, i.e. OnlyFans. That's under a
If
paywall.
you got the stomach for it, you should really check
law.
out Sexy for
You've
Christ.
broken the law, dude. And you're trying to go on Trish's channel in your lab coat and act like this hero.
I want money.
Remember when you made that video, Rev? That video where you went to the law
God bless
about
you all.
that
Give me a thumbs
individual
up, get me
and
a
they
mouth
laughed
with
you
it.
out of
Yeah,
the place
thumbs up.
and you
I
got
love you.
home
God
and
bless
sat
you.
on your toilet and screamed?
I should be talking the Bible now, folks. But again, I had to wake up to this shit. Like,
Yeah.
How the hell am I supposed to focus on the word when there's all this noise? Like, this is the type of shit that Peter and Paul dealt with. Like, there's so much fucking noise. I want to focus on the Lord.
I like when he says, I woke up to this shit. Folks, this stream was in the middle of the afternoon. It was like
Yeah, I
late
wondered
afternoon.
if you're going to pick up on that.
And his glory and might and power and word. I want to focus on him. But holy shit, the cacophony of liars and bullshit.
Doesn't seem like he's focusing on you much, Rev.
But this goes to Truthfully Tricia. I want to, you can hashtag this to her or tag her with in this timestamp or whatever. I want to thank you for standing up for Shani, because no one ever does it. No one stands up for Shani, and she sits there and she's like the pariah, and they just beat her and beat her and beat her, and there's no one to say, hey, what the fuck are you beating her for? But you did that.
Well, maybe if Shani
And
stood
you
up
gave
for
us the
herself for a
best
little while,
evidence
she wouldn't
today
weigh 550
of
pounds.
this gang stalking harassment in your chat with the guy in there with the chat at the same time. I recorded it all. It's the one clip I need. That's all I need.
So any comments?
Oh, I'm getting smothered by a P. Bethulu.
But yeah, folks, he's over there live right now. He's just reading from the Bible. I don't know. Some people are giving grief. Looks like a lot of messages getting deleted. We'll have to check in on that in a minute. He's almost done here.
To show a judge that this guy has been the textbook cyber stalking situation he's done to her. And he has 500 some people. I just vomited in my throat.
Oh, Jesus.
That was a highlight for me, folks.
Oh, I hope it burns, Rev.
Dogpile her or false flag her at the same time. I recorded it all.
Here we go.
It's the one clip I need. That's all I need to show a judge that this guy has been the textbook cyber stalking situation he's done to her.
That wasn't
and he has
vomit,
500
folks.
some
Rev is
people.
actually choking on his own bullshit.
I just vomited in my throat. Sorry.
Vomit, burp. So childish.
500 some people to dogpile her or false flag her channel all at the same time, and it goes down. Do you get what I'm saying? And she's out here just taking these lashings, and there's no one to say shit about it. No one cares enough to go, hey, Shani's been fucked again. You know?
Full circle back to the OnlyFans.
Trisha,
Yeah, I saw the
and it
porn.
was a
Nobody
brilliant
even
move
wants to
because
think about
she
Shani getting
put the
fucked.
label, you know, Shani needs love, Shani for Christ reaction. That was very smart. That's clickbait because, it's Trisha's fucking blasting Shani. No, it wasn't that at all. She was telling you, hey, I am going to go by what I see. And we have something going. It's like a friend, whatever you want to call friendship, whatever. But we're talking. And I see you all dogpile her as soon as I have her on a panel. You all dogpile her and say, Trisha, you better walk away from this individual. See, that's cancel culture. Those people that message Trisha are the cancel culture fucking communist demonic sacks of shit. That person's a blacklisted one. And get out. Get them out of the fucking church, whatever. You could even equate it to that. You know, get the witch out.
Yeah.
She's a fucking witch burner.
She's a witch.
Equate it to the church. It's the same thing. This mentality, you know, kill, get. They're different. They're different. Kill them. That shit. You get what I'm saying? And it's psychosis, but you get away with it because it's on the internet. And the cops agree with us. Every single cop that ever showed up to our door, I talked to them like a man on a man, always. Because that's who I am. I'm open.
Except that one you assaulted by frailing your wrist around like a fucking... I don't know.
I don't hide shit. I'm not like a scumbag heroin dealer. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't deal that way. I'm just open with people. I want to be like Jesus. Jesus said, when Jesus was accused, Jesus said to them, I said everything that I said in the open for all men to hear. I don't do like you and go in the shadows and make your deals. I did everything and said everything openly, in the open during the daytime, with no secrets. That's what Jesus said, and that's what I say too. The only thing I could ever say that could be revealed about me, and it's not revealed because I've talked about it in the past, is a stubborn porn addiction. The alcohol is done. Like I see people taking chugs out of like fucking whiskey, and I'm like, gross. It's done. Like I can't have my body, literally can't do it. You know, it's not that liquor is bad for everyone. I'm not going to be an anti everything alcohol, ex-alcohol user. I'm not going to be like that. If your body is still functioning at a capacity where it can handle that, cool. But don't end up like me. Quit before you get to where I was, which was heart failure. And then Shani had to just rip the bottle out of my hand. And then she saved my life, see? That's it. Shani's an angel, that's it. Archangel to be. Exactly correct. Sandal phone. And the Jews are probably, they rejoice because they know sandal phone's on the earth, you know? Shani, they be dancing in the streets having Nagila for you, you know?
The Jews are dancing in the streets because of the arrival of Shani, folks.
Hava Nagila.
See, I always seen it more like if they really did move to Japan, I could see a small cult of Japanese men like worshiping her feet.
Truly.
Mountain feet. But
Elijah. Eliyahu. Hanavi. The prophet. Oh my goodness. Whoa. Yeah, she's here for you guys. She'll be making a trip out there probably. Because we want to get baptized in the Jordan. All of us would get dunked in the Jordan. Ah, wow. How? Oh, yeah, I want to do that real bad.
Has no money, wants to go to Israel.
Jesus and John the Baptist is in
What's
that
up?
river, Jordan. Glory. Woo! I want that real bad. I could feel that in the bones, you know? I want Jesus. I want Jesus. I want Jesus. 3 times I said it. That's it. So
I want 2 of what he's
the apartment is, I told you the truth. That's it. The way we left it
was a sty.
clean. The cat box didn't even stain.
Overfilling.
There was no stains on the floors.
But they were all over the toilet.
The boys' beds were
clean. Nasty as fuck. And their sheets hadn't been washed the whole time they were there.
The sheets were clean.
Were gray.
The boys' beds were clean
and
when
brown
we left.
And black.
They were not.
They ransacked the apartment. They pulled down furniture. They took out toilet water probably or buckets of water and put them on the beds and said, look, there's piss all over the beds.
Again, they were dry. I never saw
black.
Yeah, exactly. They wouldn't stain them or make them black. It would temporarily look like it was fresh piss, but that wasn't the accusation. Excuse me. They were piss stained. Dry, but stained.
Yeah, it would take a Hollywood effects crew a couple 3 weeks to get that set up.
Yeah, I mean, you can't take that stuff. Again, the dry shit out of whatever was leaking out of the cat box. Like, that shit was dried to the floor. Like, come on, folks.
Ooh.
They flung all kinds of shit all over the boys' beds and said, look at this, child abuse. When the boys' beds, when our boys left those beds, They were fucking clean. Do you get it?
Oh, I get it.
Yeah, you're a
Don't
liar.
buy the sensationalized bullshit of a guy that's sensationalizing to make money, and he's paying others to do it. They get
You know
paid.
what I would
They
love
got
to see?
paid to go in our apartment.
I would love to see someone edit together. It'd be a long video and a lot of work, so I'm sure no one's going to do it. But I would love to see someone edit together a video that has cut up bits of the walkthrough along with this. So while he's retconning the whole thing and telling his lies, you can actually see, like Secular was doing for a minute with the toilet. Like that, only for this whole speech. I'd really like to that would, and then at the end you could throw in that song, "Why You Always Lying."
Yeah, just put his audio over the original walkthrough at the appropriate moments.
Second witness, Shanny, is that not what the cop said? They were paid to go in.
The cops said they were paid to go in.
Westminster PD, you got a case there, man. That's some YouTube drama stuff.
Except they let him go. They let them go
Paid to
at
go
the scene.
by our guy, the individual.
Really good evidence for harassment and stalking.
It's key evidence, and Trisha did it. That's why I'm saying I love you, Trisha. You know, peace to you, Trisha.
Trisha didn't know anything about it.
You're really awesome, and I pray to God that you find a really good guy that'll stand up for you, like I'll stand up for Shanny. I'll stand up for Shanny every day, because that girl has been hated for no cause other than
Because Shanny can't stand up on her own 2 feet.
bullshit piece of shit mother. And I'll say it. I wanted a mom again. That would have been great to have a mom again.
Oh God, please don't go there, Rev. It's so gross when you do this.
Who wouldn't want that? But she is just out of her mind. Shanny's mother's crazy. With hatred for Shanny.
Everybody lies on him.
Crazy with hatred for Shanny.
Trash 2 feet tall.
I would have loved to have a mother. I would have loved to get to know Joe before he passed away. That was not allowed to happen because of the harpy Betty. She's a harpy demon. Okay?
Wow.
A demon. Herself, man. That's it. Munchausen by proxy textbook. Psycho. Okay? I would have loved to get to know Joe. From the things that Shanny tells me about Joe, that he was into Zeppelin, and he was into Floyd, and just into good music, man, and like chilling with some reefer if possible.
Who says Floyd?
Crazy.
Everybody Joe's age was into.
He was a chill guy, and so well
Pink
spoken.
Floyd. Nobody says
I
Floyd.
heard him speak. His voice is booming, huge voice.
What, are you on a first name basis with the
He
band?
had
Do you
this
call them
booming,
Pink?
huge,
Always Pink Floyd.
charismatic voice with like perfect diction.
Yeah, he was an absolute brilliant man.
And I could say that about Betty too. She has perfect diction, like very well spoken, intelligent sounding people. I would have loved to get to know both of you. Whatever, fuck it. I'd love to get to know Joe, your brother, Shanny, and Michael. And Aaron, sure, she sounded lovely, but I know what she's done. Jesus Christ, man.
Everything
Say,
happens to
Shanny.
Shanny.
Shanny, that if you knew her,
He's bathing. He's
What
bathing
the
right now.
fuck is he spraying on himself?
Shanny's a fucking saint, man.
I mean,
I see
seriously,
that.
like at no point
Life.
does he even ask the question. Shanny's the common denominator in all those relationships.
Yeah,
like everywhere she goes, people hate her, and it's not, Shanny's the saint, right? If it's everybody else, it's not Shanny.
I just want to put it back because, folks, we just witnessed a bathing ritual. I believe this is how they're bathing right now. Did you guys catch that?
Joe, that he was into
running water.
Zeppelin, and he was into Floyd, and just into good music, man.
Floyd.
And like chilling with some reefer if possible.
Here he goes. Watch, folks.
Don't
Here.
get crazy.
Oh, sorry, it's a drink.
Mm-hmm.
So reach for it in a
He
minute.
was a
here.
chill guy, and so well spoken. You know, the times that I heard him speak, his voice is booming, huge voice.
Brilliant man.
He had this booming, huge, charismatic voice with like perfect diction.
Yeah, he was an absolute brilliant man.
And I could say that about Betty too. She has perfect diction, like very well spoken, you know, intelligent sounding people. I would have loved to get to know both of you. Whatever. Fuck it. I'd love to get to know Joe, your brother, Shanny, and Michael. And Aaron, sure, she sounded lovely, but I know what she's done.
Here we go,
Jesus
folks.
Christ, man.
The bathing ritual.
You say Shanny this, Shanny that. If you knew her, the other parts of her family.
Rev, please don't shower on cam.
Man.
There he goes.
I say that from the perspective of my own life. She's
fresh.
Very forgiving and loving, man.
What is that? A bottle of lens cleaner he got from the optometrist?
Really nice to see truthfully, Tricia.
No, it's a lens cleaner for CD players.
For Shanny. And I want to say to Tricia also, I am not a scumbag piece of shit husband.
No, but you're
All
just
right?
a plain old
I don't know where
scumbag
that
piece
came
of
from,
shit
like,
because
oh,
you're not
oh,
married.
no, fuck Rev or whatever. Like, what the hell? You don't know me. Like, Jesus Christ, where the hell did that come from? You don't know me, man. I'm pretty sure Shanny loves her guy. Do you love your guy, Shanny?
Yes, I do.
Shanny loves her guy.
Well,
Like,
look, they're all poor, but
Shanny
Vaughn
you don't
is
have
the
to
real
talk about
victim
me.
here.
Yeah.
Vaughn is always the victim, but I will say again, this is what makes champions. As much as shit as Vaughn is probably going to see in the near future, Rev and Shanny beat him. They're living literally confined to a couple rooms of this house and space heaters, right? Like he's making his live right now. He's in a toque, or sorry, whatever you guys call him, but he's dressed in winter attire, gay apparel, as the Christmas song says. He's sitting there right now, and fucking. So I mean, at least Cyrax has his fucking utilities paid for him, right? He doesn't have to worry about that shit for now.
And the
anyways.
rats and the bed bugs keep him warm at night.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying.
And oh, by the way, that was a pretty good list, but you did forget about Emo Howling Wolf because he's a professional victim here.
Oh, he put out a new 28-minute video. I'll cover it tomorrow night. He doesn't rage, but he's kind of pissed off. It's all the people he's cutting out of his life. He goes through a list. You're a piece of shit. You're dead to me. You're fucking dead.
What I need, like, for me in my life is for Gary Snowflake to be part of Emo's life. Like I want them to be next door neighbors.
Come back, Gary. We miss you.
He's around. He's around, folks. He's been keeping up with the emo stuff.
You don't want to. That's fine, but I'm not a piece of shit that let the apartment be like that. I was cleaning all the time.
What?
And I have a second witness, G-Man, that will tell you I am clean. I'm a clean liver.
It's because you have nothing.
In disarray.
You can't make a mess if you don't have any stuff.
Because
I bet you Shanny can.
There really isn't good people to work on houses if you're just alone and you need like a crew of dudes. Like you, a lot of people say they'll do stuff, but then they don't feel like actually working. So whatever.
Rev would know about that.
Can you imagine work?
I'm a clean liver.
Can you imagine?
I don't have roaches in my fucking shit and stuff. No way.
He's a clean liver, folks.
If stuff is getting dirty, then
I believe that to a certain extent because they never really lived anywhere long enough for roach infestment to really settle in.
Yeah.
But because they were jumping place to place to place every so often. So
it also depends on where you are, right? If you're not in like a hot climate, like roaches aren't just everywhere.
You're in the cold in Pennsylvania. They're underground.
Yeah, we got to give it at least a spring here, folks, to be
burrowing.
Yeah. The middle of winter is kind of a hard time to find roach.
Yeah.
But anyways.
And I eventually get to the point like, fuck this, I'm going to clean it myself. And I
It's
just
so
do it
bad
all.
roaches wouldn't even move into their fucking
I've
house.
been trying to teach the boys to be cleaner, and because they were a disaster, but they're getting better and better at understanding that they have to keep their stuff clean. They're getting better and better every day at it. So we're making progress in life here, and you guys just focus on stuff that happened in 1892.
You're sitting in the dark. It might as well be 1892. You're doing a video by fucking candlelight.
Stuff that's 5 years, 7 years old. And Shanny and I are just going to continue into the future to try and make some kind of empire, some kind of multimedia conglomerate. You want to call it that sometime? A conglomerate of all kinds of media, radio shows, TV shows, makeup, sex toys, makeup, everything.
Focus on running water.
Porn. Shanny's the biggest VR porn star in the world. Like, she's the body that all the guys want to fucking touch in the game. Boom. VR porn with Shanny in it. All that
all
stuff.
right, that solidifies it. I've been formulating a theory based on this new current generation of Rev videos, where he said there's nowhere for him to film sitting down or laying down or anything like that, right? He has to stand all the time. So I'm convinced now that the pallet is only big enough for Shanny, and he has to sleep on top of her.
Ugh.
Could be.
She does kind of have the dimensions of a beanbag.
Come on, she's like a lumpy futon.
She's like a tauntaun.
It would look like the cat sleeping on top of my Mastiff.
I thought they smelled bad on the outside.
I was trying to
good play on words. I like that.
Except they're cute when they do that.
I was trying to think of the 3D model in this virtual porn fucking simulation. Now, I'm assuming, folks, I want to give them the benefit of the doubt. The way he's talking is maybe her VR person is not what Shanny really is. Like a Second Life thing, like she's made herself hot and they're bragging, oh my God, she's so hot in this virtual reality, all the guys want her. But can you imagine them actually mapping Shanny out for a VR fucking experience?
Are you familiar with the Michelin Man?
Yeah, Stay Puft fucking.
Yes, kind of Stay Puffed, yeah.
We've got big plans, folks. The Shanny hate crew is going to be out the door, and she's a star. So whatever. Because it's the season of vindication. The Lord is going to be tipping all that stuff.
Can't wait.
This guy made quite a bit of money on our suffering. And he continues to have these videos on his channel that apparently were so horribly against terms of service violations. But he continues to air those same videos, and he makes all this money on our content. That's actionable in court.
How is that stuff able to stay on YouTube?
Using my content, nor Shanny's content. You have zero authority to use it. None.
They don't need any.
This is actionable copyright claims.
No, it's really not.
Sucks to be you, dude.
Lots of money. And the pornography is another one. Copyright, you violate two copyrights with that. Shanny's personal copyright and the copyright of OnlyFans.
Yeah, two entities can't copyright the same content, by the way.
Like, this is actionable, just not by financial, but it's jail time, because you were engaged in criminal behavior by pirating
jail time
material that's not yours.
Jail.
Period. You're in so much violation of copyright, it's insane. It's crazy.
You're in so much. Not just a little bit. You're in so much violation of copyright.
So many counts.
The apartment's done. Like I gave you the whole story. We left it clean with little clusters of things that were getting ready to be packed. But the Durango couldn't handle it, man. It wasn't big enough. I don't even think the Tahoe could have taken it. It was just too much. We needed a moving van, but there was only one person that could drive, and that was me.
A Tahoe is not bigger than a Durango, by
Couldn't
the
do
way.
it that way. We had to
Just saying.
pack the fucking thing just filled with stuff. And that's what we did. And we got what we could. And that's that. But it was clean when we left. Clean. It was.
The apartment was
Are you
clean
the
when we
only
left.
one that could drive because your old lady's too fat to fit behind the
Moving
steering
on,
wheel?
let's see.
Rev, is that the reason that you were the only one that could drive?
Oh,
Correct.
okay. We'll just wrap it up with
And
this.
yet they still manage to leave all kinds of small, high-value items behind.
Every time
Amazing.
that they heard the whole story and they're in our life, they support us. The place that we're at is especially
Well, CPS does kind of support them. I'm sure they're getting food stamps for the kids and stuff. But
supportive to us and gave gifts to the boys and gave
Food.
us extra food for the holidays.
toothbrush.
They've been amazing.
Care
Haircuts.
package. Yeah.
The cops are on our side. The authorities are on our side because they see that these calls are the same thing. They're from the same types of sounding people, and it's always false. So you're
And they're black
on every level. And we've had federal agents tell us themselves that they know what's going on.
Federal
That
agents.
this is organized harassment.
Not just any agents.
Men in Black. Dun, dun, dun.
So God bless you guys. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I just wanted to get there was a lot of information here, and I was pretty succinct, and I got it out as quick as I could. I gave you the whole story, how Shani and me met, and we're together now and solid, and we love each other.
And you're not married.
Can't break us up. So
Who's had the lie counter running?
break us up.
And
Fuck
you got that
We love
ticker.
each other.
Ding,
I love her
ding.
kids.
I
like
feel
my
bad
own.
for someone's thumb though.
And CPS is helping us all the time, and they
Ding.
love the kids, and they love
Ding.
Shani, and they love
Ding.
me, and they
Ding.
want the best for us.
Ding.
CPS is helping all the time is another way of saying CPS is constantly in our lives because we're
Yeah.
incompetent parents. Just wanted to
Yeah,
throw
they
that out
don't, they
there.
don't care.
You lost. That's it. God bless you guys.
He's
All right.
in the dark with while using space heaters, telling other people that they've lost.
Loser.
Just think about that.
Loser. Move on. Loser.
You know, the weird thing with a lot of these YouTube Christians, not Christians in general, just these guys like the G-Mans and Revs and Shannies. And I go back, and I often think of this. I go back through the years, Christian Hillbelly and fucking Darth Dawkins and even Matt Slick.
Remember Yoko?
Whenever I find out about their real lives, I'm like, none of you live life. Like, if I'm supposed to look, it's like they always use, it's the quality of life. Your lives suck. If you want me to listen to you as my, my shepherd into the afterlife, I'm going to look at how you live now. I'm going to be like, no, thank you. I do not want to follow you anywhere. Like, their quality of life all suck. I just find that really interesting. Since they're such devotees to to Yahweh, the blessings upon them. The lives all suck. They're all shambles. They're toxic relationships, dysfunctional families. They live in squalor, a lot of them. It won't work. I don't know. Again, I'm not saying that's indicative of actual Christians. I don't, because everybody and every other person around me is a Christian. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying these people that come on, they're so militant online, and they're like going to show you the way. And it's
Most Christians are genuinely nice people.
they're just normal everyday.
Most people are genuinely.
Most people are genuinely good.
There are disgusting sorts in every fucking group, and unfortunately, on YouTube, you have the opportunity, if you want, to bear witness to some of the bottom of the barrel that this world has to offer.
Yeah.
We used to call them where I'm in Las Vegas. We used to call them food bank Christians. Yeah, because they stand in line and I'm all about the Lord and all this, that, and the other, and you're sitting there looking at them like, that my eyes work, right? Like, I can see you and I can smell you. There's no way you're telling the truth right now.
Right. Well, let's check out what I don't know if this has even got any good or if he's even still live. This is where I stopped it, but we can check out a little bit of this.
I love the outfit.
Yeah. Oh, he's dressed to impress. Sitting, you can see Shani's fucking. Let's guess the body part. Is that back or shoulder or?
It's got to be shoulder and elbow. Yeah.
I bet you Mud Broker would know. What cut would that be?
That's a tricep right there.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to say. That looks like it's probably the Chuck.
Okay. All right. Well, let's see what he's talking about. He's reading from the Bible, folks.
Radar movie, you know what I mean? Because Mel Gibson is mostly blacklisted from all of Hollywood because of the Passion of the Christ. And
Really, Rev? I thought it was the drunken, anti-Semitic rants on the side of the road.
Screaming more. Well, thank you. Like what I decided with Joel Christian is that my channel is going to go back to what I did, which was ministering and prophecy. The mission was something else for a while, and
I'm gonna let this play for a minute. I gotta take a piss.
That's cool too. But he wanted me reading the word and the gospel thing. I was supposed to have read all 4 gospels 5 years ago. So I've neglected, Hi Jessica Rabbit. Hi Icon.
He's never read the Gospels.
Stuff, the Bible's cool. And if you read it with an open spirit, open heart, open mind, open spirit, then you can really learn new things. It's really amazing. But I got my wizard cloak on, that they'll say I'm a new age, Satanist.
Well, speaking of wizard cloaks, I just want to point out before I go to the bathroom quick, is that, I get it. Like these guys always why they cover what they cover, but it's always this boring faith affirming shit. They never get to the good stuff in the Bible. Like I want to talk about the monsters and the magic and the fucking, the divination and the fucking, all the cool stuff they never talk about.
Yeah.
It's like, Jesus.
Christian.
Hey, look at my,
I'm not.
Look at my GIF.
I just believe in Jesus.
Rev's wearing the same jacket.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
That's when they were in Colorado. He's doing a mukbang. Shanny made him a delicious dinner, and he's doing an after dinner advertisement for Pepto Bismol.
So I'm like totally wizard out, Be like Harry Potter if I had a wand.
Yeah, it's not terribly cold out tonight. It's about 20 degrees. But even when it's 10, 15 below, my usual attire around the house is a pair of shorts.
Comes off the fucking knife, and it's like,
Sometimes I even have to open the window because I get it just too damn hot in here.
I did. See, I'm a natural, Why? That's just rude. Don't spam chat. You could say anything you want, but spamming, you know what I mean? No, that don't get you nothing if you're gonna spam. The menu don't work with this side chat. Why don't that work? It should. It don't though. Oh, do you click the actual username? No. Damn it! I wish I had a mod in there to take care of stuff. I can't do anything in side chat, guys.
Yeah, sometimes charts, bro, guy, but I go and change them afterwards.
Think about that. Yeah, I trust them enough because they're consistent. I haven't seen them in an individual's room, if you know what I mean, folks. So I'm going to go into my browser here.
They don't watch his content.
Pull up the stream. My God, I'm sorry. Things are running a little slow here, folks. I think my processors that this is like an iMac from, I believe, like 2017.
The computer is no longer nose deaf, folks.
Sorry, guys. It's taken way longer. Why is it taking so long? YouTube is running slow. Damn. Okay. It's not YouTube. It's probably my processor. I like that thumbnail I got. I like the Bible there. It's just open with the, you see my page there.
I too plunk my gaming laptop down on a blanket before I get down on a session. It really helps to cool the processor.
Yeah,
increases the airflow.
Oh, it's so slow, folks. This is driving me nuts. When pages take 10 years to load.
They don't have LTE in Scranton yet.
I want to get down to the what I'm supposed to read you. We're going to get blessed by God. Here we go. Now I can finally pull the room up.
Just like Reverend Shanny. Folks, you can live just like Reverend Shanny, be blessed
Not
by their
enough
God.
video. What are you kidding me? It's my live picture. Of course there's enough video. Get out of here. You're just lying to me.
Get out of here, liar.
Secular, can we start a fundraiser to get him a proper toque? with the ear flaps and everything.
Finally, I'll be able to do this. Now I'm going to go to Bejeweled Christian.
I like that hat.
And I want you to know, Bejeweled Christian, God bless you. I'm going to mod you here. If this is going to work at all. My God. Add moderator for Bejeweled Christian. There. You're now a moderator, Bejeweled Christian. I'm going to pause that.
Probably a troll.
Out of there. Okay. Now we can do something. My God. Sorry about that. Now, yeah, if you see spam, Bejeweled Christian, just take care of it. You know what I mean? Because this is ridiculous. I don't want things like that. Like just outright spam like that, folks, is completely useless to everybody. You know what I mean?
Rev knows about things that are useless to everybody.
All right, so thank you guys for being patient. I apologize.
Look, Rev is willing to sacrifice a quarter of his viewers just for a clean chat room, all right?
Yeah.
They have the baby carrots. What rules do you have? What rules do I have? Yeah, anybody that gets personal, Bejeweled Christian, like if you see baby carrot stuff, block it. Because to be honest, my self-worth is high enough that I don't feel like dealing with it. You know what I mean? I know what's in my pants.
But you bought baby carrots at the store.
Yeah, the baby carrot stuff, get rid of that. Yeah, you know, personal. Anything personal, ban.
I think it's funny. He just said, I have heat. He has a lined winter jacket over top of the zip-up hoodie he did the last video on, with probably a shirt underneath that, with a hat on, curled up on bed with blankets. But they got heat, folks.
But they got heat.
He can't stop lying. That's what he's got. He's got an inability to stop lying.
I'm getting older. I gotta live, you know.
You're living the dream, baby.
Kimberly, you know what I mean? That's
And Shanny's living large.
We do have heat. We're fine in terms of that. Okay.
We got jackets and blankets.
It's just that
this is having heat. See, short sleeve shirt.
I'm topless. I got PJ bottoms on, and I'm topless. Just say, ladies.
Yeah, like I said,
ladies.
Just a pair of shorts.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, I don't have to work myself up to sit down on the toilet seat or anything like that. That's probably where he's at right now.
I don't need help getting off of the toilet seat.
Too cold to poo.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I got to admit, I really like the single point source of light that they're using.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
No, I was the moon.
I was going to say Fairy's probably in that spot too, because her back probably generates some heat. She's probably a radiator of sorts, right? She absorbs most of the heat from the space heater in the room, right?
Well, she gets all the calories, you know. So
right, so her body is effectively just burning off the pure tonnage of food that she's consumed every day.
It's especially cold the last few days, and we're just it's rough. So we're just bundled up, and but we got heat. That's the baby carrot ordeal.
Boy, it would be nice to have 700 grand right now, wouldn't it, Rev?
Stupid. You got six dangler, a six dangler, whatever. It's like ridiculous.
A six dangler?
You know what I mean?
Rev, we've seen it. We've seen it, man.
I do live what I preach, Anastasia.
Look, he's measuring in a metric system now. He's gone to centimeters.
Yes.
Yeah, probably at my, whoa. Baby carrot's not allowed, Jessica Rabbit, because it's just factually not accurate.
Actually, 6 centimeters would be about right.
I just don't want to deal with it, you know? We're not we're doing all right, folks. Like, you could thank God that we're doing all right. Thank you. See, she's doing great. She already gets it. You exactly know my style of modding. Thank you, Bejeweled Christian. You just gotta
bullshit, Reb. You would fist fight a bum for a hot sandwich right now.
Thank you. Yeah, they know. And thank you for the thumbs up. We got 23 in here, 2 likes. Let's get some thumbs up. So let's go to it. The Lord wanted me to read you Jeremiah 33, and that's one of those chapters that, of course, you go, oh yeah, that's prophecy. Yeah, you're right about that. Pretty sure you are. Have you heard the good news? It's Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ is Lord, and it's forever in heaven done, and he wants you. Like Uncle Sam, Jesus wants you because he wants you as a king or priest because you got a good mind. And if you love love, then you're on the side of Jesus. It's good stuff. Kala says hi to you, Shanny. Kala? Yeah.
Kala.
So let's read it. It's Jeremiah 33. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto Jeremiah the second time, while he was yet shut up in the court of the prison, saying, Jeremiah is in prison at this point. Thus saith the Lord, the maker thereof, the Lord that formed it, to establish it. The Lord is his name. Call upon me, and I will answer thee, and shew thee great and mighty things, which thou knowest not. For thus saith the Lord, the God of Israel, concerning the houses of this city, and concerning the houses of the kings of Judah, which are thrown down by the mounts and by the sword. They come to fight with the Chaldeans, but it is to fill them with the dead bones of men, dead bodies of men, whom I have slain in mine anger and in my fury, and for all whose wickedness I have hid my face from this city. Behold, I will bring it health and cure, and I will cure them, and will reveal unto them the abundance of peace and truth. And I will cause the captivity of Judah and the captivity of Israel to return. This is the return of Israel home.
That's true, Adam.
It's prophecy of them going back home.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
will
yeah.
build them.
Anyways,
as at the first. After the temple fell, they just scattered everywhere. To the four.
I don't know if I can handle too much more remedial reading hour with fucking Rev here.
Or winds. And that's the voice of joy and the voice of gladness, the voice of the bridegroom and the voice of the bride and the voice of them who so praise the Lord of the hope.
No.
That's right. In those days and at that time.
It's always like the first time they're reading it too.
This is it. Will I cause the branch of righteousness to grow unto David? That's the Messiah, the Mashiach, the Messiah. Older than Jesus, yes. I'll need to do research. You'd listen to that? That's cool. All right. Back on it. Okay. This is a prophecy of the Messianic kingdom. The Christ. And this is the name wherein he's called the Lord our righteousness. To bring me back to the planet, I have 4 AD. This is really nuts shit, but this is what the prophets of God get handed. And we just have to communicate. I'm not a prophet, sorry. I might be a little bit with my book. But I'm not gonna
I'm not a prophet, but I might be a little bit. Okay. Isn't he an archangel too?
Yeah. And a messianic prophet.
Right.
From the Old Testament.
Prophet. He just goes, look, I don't know what crunk juice is, Elon Musk. What's up, Elon? I try to talk to you, man, but Twitter harassment off the charts. I'm gone. I deleted all my Twitters. I don't have a Twitter anymore. Millennium Falcon.
What?
The Rebel. This is a Rebel. A Star Wars hoodie from Target. I wish they make an Empire one. I'd wear both. Whatever. It's Star Wars. You can't. I only wear the Empire clothes. Or I only wear the Rebel clothes. How about you wear both because it's a fucking movie and it's not. Whatever. Melchizedek. Look him up. Melchizedek. Because there's always going to be answers in here. Corella DeVille, how can you research a Bible verse? I have a friend who gave me a Bible verse and I don't understand what it means. Well, context is 99%. What I'm reading here is a prophecy from Jeremiah of the Messianic kingdom.
So context is important. He's reading a Messianic prophecy from a religious group who denies the Messianic.
The Messiah,
that he follows. So,
but context is everything. Yeah.
But context is everything, folks.
If I read this out of context, you'd be like, well, what the hell does this have to do with anything?
Yes.
This is a prophecy of the Messianic kingdom and the Messiah, the promise of the Messiah, the root of David,
not Jesus,
who would rule with righteousness.
Oh
my grandpa. So the rabbis put on sackcloth and ashes in Jerusalem and marched around the temple. They said Mashiach's not come. Star in it, dude. Seriously, it's like, where'd you get this, dude? It's like, this is the coolest jacket I've ever seen.
He just keeps talking about his stuff.
But he has heat, folks.
Nice to meet you. Elon is definitely, when you understand that he represents Dogecoin, that's do only good every day coin. That's very Jesus. And he's always posting Jesus type stuff.
Jesus was all about the coin.
So he's an interesting guy. He's very smart, brilliant, and he may be benevolent. But he's always struggling with sin. He shows you that in his tweets. Like he'll post his face on a priest, and you got this extremely graphic, lascivious picture of a nun with her legs spread in front of the priest, and it's like, no, I'm doing what's right. And I think he's confronted with that a lot. Like, am I going to indulge my lusts of the flesh, or am I going to serve something greater than myself? That's hard. Okay, back to the scripture. We're almost done. Actually happened in Israel and the scripture. It was really
Shanny's getting antsy, so he knows
no
his time
king
is
in
short.
Jerusalem. You have no king. Now, Sydney, is that Sydney Winston, perhaps? Oh, my goodness. I think it's healthy to have an anger streak. It motivates me. Bless the baby Jesus. I bless baby Jesus too, Elon. And
shout out to Sydney.
Anger can be channeled into good things. The energy from it.
Hey, Sydney.
Love BBW 420 cooking videos. She's great, isn't she? Praise Jesus. Oh, there's BBW. Hey, I was talking about you. You'd be praised. I knew you'd be praise Jesus. See, you can
amazing how people show up when he's talking about.
When I'm done here, and then see the whole thing. I read Jeremiah 33. Okay, Jeremiah 33, 21. Then may also my covenant be broken with David. Yeah.
Yeah, just skip those parts.
My servant, that he should not have a son to reign upon his throne, and with the Levites, the priests, my ministers. He gave me this to encourage the brethren about the coming kingdom. I found out why he wanted me to read this.
Did he just fart?
As the hosts of heaven cannot be numbered, neither no need for that.
See a little strainage.
As the hosts of heaven cannot be numbered, neither the sand of the sea measured, so I will multiply the seed of David. That's through us, the Gentiles. No more be a nation before them. That's rough. Thus they have despised my people, that they should no more be a nation before them. Thus saith the Lord, if my covenant be not with day and night, and if I have not appointed the ordinances of heaven and earth, mod, so I can help take absolutely. I wanted that. See, I said that. You didn't probably even know I say that, BBW. You are now a moderator, BBW 420. I love you.
I love you.
Those trolls tried to come after me. They're such losers. Yeah, they are, BBW. I love you. Bless you in Christ's name. Sure do, Scotty. Let's pray that for them, Rev. May you lead the Lord's in the Lord. The Lord. You want the Lord's Prayer? You know, I like my head, but you know, it always gets me. I always mess up parts of it.
Are you serious? I refer to myself as a non-believer, and I know the Lord's Prayer.
And I just talk to Jesus, and I go, I just look at them, and I go,
come on, Rev, our Father who art in heaven, come on.
Like, it's really rough. That they're really blind, and the spirit goggles are not there. They don't see it. So I'm asking that Jesus bless their eyes and their understanding and their brains and their hearts, clean their hearts mainly. I would say
who the fuck doesn't know the Lord's Prayer?
Some stuff to.
And if you say trespasses instead of debts, you're going to hell.
I just love it when they get to that part in church and you hear nothing but lisping.
Yeah. And forgive us we forgive them.
Medication. I'm not anti anything really. Yeah, it's medication time. It's medication time. Mr. Martini.
It's martini.
Martini time. Martini time.
You don't know. Okay.
Great minds think alike.
I'm not against that stuff.
Make it with the mayor about this time.
That reminds me, it's time for night meds.
Okay. Jesus Christ. It is kind of my room, though. Give me a break here.
Anyway, sure says Jesus Christ a lot.
I hope you enjoyed that reading, but I know now why he had me read it. It was to communicate that the kingdom is coming very soon, okay? And Jesus is coming. The elements are burning with fervent heat. You know, we're there. You know, the earth is expendable, so Jesus needs you. God bless Elon. God bless everybody here. I love you all. The Lord is king. That's right, Big Daddy Dave. Jesus is king. Peace out. If you'd like to donate to help Shanny and the kids, everything, PayPal, Shanny needs love. Shanny needs love at the bottom, PayPal. We love you.
I love even his streams. He's got to pimp her fucking link, right? But,
yeah, man.
What about the tacit admission that he's not going to get any of the food or stuff that comes from that?
Yep.
Well, folks, I think that's about it. Does anybody have any final words on what you've witnessed here tonight as part of his testimony?
I vomited in my throat a little bit.
Yeah.
I feel a little bit like a failure. I really wanted to at least make an attempt to keep track of the lies that he did that we've fucked with tonight, and I just can't count that high. I just can't count that high.
Or that had a bell. Next time I'll have a bell and we'll just ring it every time. Ding.
God damn it! I'll be drooling all night.
For the first time today, I'm actually glad I've lost my sense of smell and taste.
Yeah.
Let's get Rev either a proper toque or some aviator glasses to pull down on that.
Yeah, something. I might have some steampunk ones around. I can send them maybe with the Lulz Cow word.
Perfect.
Mail it out. Throw them in something.
Yeah, send him some of your spare toques.
Yeah, dollar store toque or something.
Be sure and throw a couple packs of ramen noodles in the box with the golden Lulz Cow trophy.
Yeah. Maybe I'll throw him a toque and they'll pack up a tarp or something for Shanny.
Perfect.
Wrap her in.
You do mean top ramen, right?
Well, there's other kinds.
Yeah, but you don't want to send them the good stuff.
Yeah. We'll see.
Here's some cup noodle for you fuckers.
Thanks for having me on, Secular. I'm bowing out.
All right. Well, thank you for
Bye-bye.
coming, folks. Please thumbs up the video tomorrow night. I plan on doing a Weirdo Wonderland. I got a tight little show put together. I think you're going to enjoy it. We got Gail Cord Schuler showing us how to cook some Southern fried chicken.
Ooh.
And it's racist as fuck. I just watched the first few minutes, and I don't even know if I should show it, but we're going to watch it. So that'll be interesting. All right. That's it. Let's end it. Get out.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Talk to you later. Thanks, folks.